Уважаемые телезрители, и вновь на телеканале М1 Global прямая трансляция турнира ММА Серии 12. Время новых героев, и мы продолжаем наш турнир следующим поединком. Это будет поединок в средней весовой категории. В синий угол клетки приглашается Никита Yashin.
You're watching MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes, live from St. Petersburg. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and the Clash TV app, available on the App Store. I'm Ian M16 Butlin, and this is a middleweight contest. The main card here this evening, this is bout number 7. And you can see Nikita Yashin of Russia making his way down to the cage. Yashin made his debut in August 2017. He won that with a first round guillotine choke. Since then we've seen him win by Kimura. But most recently 2 first round TKOs in under a minute. Working that striking. Got to expect a fast start from him here. Not fought since December 2019. It's difficult for a lot of fighters with this worldwide pandemic in 2020 to stay active. It's good for the fighters have been able to stay in the gyms sticking to procedures and letting the fighters continue. And again, as always, a huge shout out to Football Sports Network bringing us these fights in the MMA series during this pandemic. Fair play to all the fighters, all the coaches that are having to work through this and work around this difficult time. Get the fighters out here for your entertainment. But Yashin will be looking to continue with these fast wins here, as he says a little prayer there with his cornerman. So 5 wins and 1 loss for Nikita Yashin, making his way for this middleweight contest.
А в красный угол клетки приглашается его соперник из города Тосна. Встречайте, Ilya Kireev!
But here we see his opponent making his way down to the red corner, Ilya Kireev. Kireev made his debut December 2018, winning with a choke in the first minute of the first round. Since then he's won by TKO, and then we saw him on MMA Series 1. Making his debut on the MMA Series, he won with a submission with an anaconda choke. And he carried that on in his next fight, which we all remember from MMA Series 8. A beautiful setup, which I loved for the anaconda choke. So his last 2 fights, and both his fights with us on MMA Series, have been with that anaconda choke. A very dangerous technique for someone who doesn't know and doesn't see the setups. And the setups are perfect from Ilya Kireev.
Дамы и господа, представляем вашему вниманию 7-й бой вечера средней весовой категории. Представляем бойцов данного противостояния. В синем углу клетки боец из города Москва представляет клуб «Русич». Ему 25 лет. Его профессиональный рекорд составляет 5 побед, 1 поражение. Встречайте, Никита Яшин! А противостоять ему будет боец из красного угла клетки, из города Тосна. Представитель команды Сечь Про, представитель клуба Тосна ММА. Ему 22 года, его профессиональный рекорд составляет 4 победы, ни 1 поражения. Встречайте, Ilya Kireev! Рефери в клетке Евгений Ли.
Бойцы на середину. Помним про правила, слушаем мои команды, деремся честно. По углам.
It's MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes, live from St. Petersburg. Middleweight professional contest, 3 5-minute rounds between Nikita Yashin in the blue corner and Ilya Kireev in the red corner.
Судья.
Unbeaten Kireev
Судья. Время. Готов. Готов.
will be looking to impress again here on MMA Series. 2 fights, 2 wins on the promotion so far. Yashin bouncing up and down. Kireev, big height advantage, keeping his legs wide so it doesn't look as tall, but you can see the range he has on the punches there. As he forces Yashin onto the back foot around the edge of the cage. Nice low kick from Yashin. Oh, nice counter shot there from Yashin, who puts his hands up, admires his work. He didn't step in quickly. But there, he's certainly given Ilya Kireev something to think about. The unbeaten fighter there put on his bum. Watch him try to keep Yashin off now. He used that front kick. Feeling out, using that long left hand. Steps in with a kick there. Quite wild. Yashin looking more composed now. He's not bouncing around as much. He's settled into that southpaw stance. But look at the range there that Kireev has. Puts his palm out to get the distance. I'd like to see him work on that front leg. Yashin does drop heavy onto that front leg. Kireev's got the long legs. He can work the low kick into there. There he's throwing the punches and works a knee. Guys watching at home on the Clash TV app, make sure you clap for your favourite fighters. Score the fights. Give us your opinions and make sure you're asking me questions. Kireev using nice distance as he backs off. But he's letting Yashin gain confidence, gain composure. He had him on the back foot early on, moving round. But he's definitely let him get back in the fight since he dropped him with that punch. Backing him up now. Is he looking to get the clinch? He knows how good he is from that front headlock position. Is he looking to get the clinch against the fence? Start to work that game. At the moment, he's allowing Yashin to move around. That's better, stalking him down now, trying to back him up against the fence. And Yashin has to be careful, rushing forwards. Both guys definitely showing each other a lot of respect. I think a lot of that's come from the fact that Kireev was dropped early on. Yashin with a spinning back kick. Kireev with a spinning back kick attempt, putting Yashin back on the fence. He's looking to line up that right cross, using the left for distancing and fire the right cross. Yashin seemed to look over at the clock there. Surely he can't be tired yet. A nice long jab to the body that Kireev has as well, but I'd like to see him follow it up. He drops down, throws the jab into the body. Maybe come up high with the right cross, or come up high with the right kick. Put the hands down with the jab, and then come high. There's a high kick. He's definitely keeping Yashin backed against the fence here. But I'd definitely like to see just that little bit more like venom. Come forward, look for the kill. 19 seconds left in this first round. He's not really pushed forward, pushed anything. And I think that is down to being dropped. You know, it can really shake your confidence early on to be dropped so early. Caught cold, they call it. But that's better work now. That was good work. Spinning back kick. And then stepping side kick straight into the head. Much better finish there to the round as Kireev seemed to settle back into things. As we look now at the replay of round number 1, I think we'll see what shook him. It was just a straight left from that southpaw stance right on the button, and he recovered quickly from it, but it did land. And there you saw us swinging for it again. Yashin was looking for that shot, but he didn't land it clean again. So Kireev maybe a little complacent early on, or maybe just caught cold. But that was a nice stepping side kick to finish the round. And I do believe Ilya Kireev won that round on points. However, you've got to think he was dropped. He's shown he can be clipped by Nikita Yashin. So my card, first round, goes to Ilya Kireev, the unbeaten fighter from Russia. Guys at home on the Clash TV app, score the fight. Tell us what you think. Do you agree with me? As we wait to start round number 2.
Готов? Готов? Второй раунд. Бой.
Here we go, southpaw stance from the blue corner from Nikita Yashin. Ilya Kireev. Tall, orthodox stance in the red corner. Middleweight contest, 3 5-minute rounds, and you're watching MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes. First round to me went to the red corner. Ilya Kireev controlling the center of the cage after being dropped early on. Nice body kick. Yashin just doesn't seem to have got to grips with the height of Ilya Kireev. He's standing just too far out of distance and he's not moving his head. He's not working his feet in. The success he got with that one shot in the first round was actually a mistake from Kireev rather than pressure or anything from Nikita Yashin. I'd like to think his corner are telling him to close that distance. Move your head, work your way in, close the distance. He can't do anything from staying on the end of these shots. And even there, dummying and feinting when he's so much shorter. He's not really going to be much threat to Ilya Kireev, who knows the distance. He's got his distancing fairly well. Looking for a stepping side kick there. Nice jab from Kireev. Again, he's using that jab. You can tell he's just wanting to come back with the right cross over the top. The jab much more a distance in range finding than as a weapon. There you see him pouring out. He's pouring at that front glove. Gets the distance, and then you know that when you throw the right cross from behind, it will go past that glove and land on target. Again, you see him tapping away at that front southpaw arm. Yashin needs to start working forward. He cannot just work around on the outside of someone so much taller. That's better. Throws the counter left. Wake Kireev up a bit. Can't be complacent again. Kireev does come in with his chin a little high. He's open for that counter. So not much clinch. We're not seeing any groundwork. Both guys known for submission finishers. They've chosen to stand this whole fight. 1 minute 40 seconds left in the second round. Kireev still controlling from the center. Landing a nice high kick, left, right, down the middle. Left inside kick from Yashin. This is MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes. Brought to you by the Football Sports Network and the Clash TV app. Available from the App Store. I'm Ian M16 Butlin. And you're watching Nikita Yashin taking on Ilya Kireev in a middleweight contest. Kireev in the red, controlling the center, and for me, controlling the fight. Definitely 2 rounds up now. And he's going to be forcing Nikita Yashin, if they get into this third round, to be looking for a finish. His corner are going to have to tell him he needs to come forward and go for broke. Another spinning back kick attempt. That's better, coming forward now. He needs to just let those hands fly. Continuing just to line him up with that left hand. The left hand touching the right hand of Yashin and then firing either the right cross or a kick off the back of that. Perfectly lining up his distance in Ilya Kireev. And there we go, that's the end of the second round. For me, a clear 2 rounds up for the unbeaten man from Russia. You see the Tosno fight team. Ilya Kireev representing his team again here on the MMA series. Already 2 fights and 2 wins. So far, both by submission. Here we go with the replay. It's the second round. Again, like the story of the first, it's Ilya Kireev dominating, backing up Nikita Yashin against the fence, and firing in shots from just a beautiful distance. Attempting the spinning kicks, but his most success has been throwing the right cross or the kicks off that jab or that reached out, should I say, left hand. It's not really a jab so much as just a reached out, tapping the front glove and then firing his strikes off that.
Готов? Готов? Третий раунд. Бой!
So here we go, third and final round. MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes. This is bout number 7 at middleweight. Nikita Yashin in the blue, Ilya Kireev in the red. Kireev has dominated the first 2 rounds on the front foot, backing up Yashin. Yashin needs to come forward, needs to look for a finish, in my opinion. It's Kireev who started more assertive, coming out, backing up Yashin right to the fence. He's going to start throwing more strikes. Will he look for a finish? Nice to top off this good performance with a finish. He's been dominant 2 rounds. I'd like to see him doing damage, looking to finish. Would it have been different? Would he have been more aggressive? Would he have come forward more if he'd not been dropped so early on in the fight? Again, using that left for distance, backing up. Yashin just hasn't got to grips with it at all. And here we go in the clinch. For the first time, really, the clinch is instigated by the tall man, Ilya Kireev. The long arms round the back. Elbow across the top to break the clinch. A nod from Nikita Yashin. That was a good shot. Yashin needs to start moving that head side to side. He's not going to be able to get in by just staying close and closing up his arms. He needs to step forward, come in the sides, slip inside, slip outside, and get past that long left hand. So difficult to do, so hard when you're not used to that sort of height, that sort of reach, and the way that he stretches the arm out. This fight has all been about control of distance. Great work. Ilya Kireev showing real dominance on cage control.
Стоп. Стоп.
I thought that was a nice body kick, but I couldn't see from the angle that maybe that landed low because the referee is giving him the opportunity here to recover. It must have been an accidental low blow, certainly no intent there. You're watching MMA Series 12, Time of New Heroes,
Продолжай.
live from St. Petersburg.
Центр внимательно.
12th edition of the MMA Series. I'm Ian M16 Butlin. And if you're watching on the Clash TV app,
Готов? Бой.
score the fights, clap for your favourite fighter. Keep things interactive. You see by the look on the face there of Ilya Kireev, he didn't like that. No one's going to like being hit with a groin shot, but he just showed a real obvious grimace. No poker face there. But again, we're back to the same story. That's better work. Yashin coming forward. He needs to try and keep this up. He needs to just work forward. Better to die on your shield, coming forward, working, trying to get a finish, than just accepting defeat. Yeah, Kireev takes the back, and he get the hooks in. Went for the choke before he secured the position there and fell off the top. I think Rush there got a little bit excited. We're back to the stand-up. Nice inside low kick there from Yashin. Again, just using that left arm, controlling the distance and looking for what he can do off it. There's the right cross, followed by a right high kick. Nikita Yashin's covering up well. He's taking these shots, but he is just taking the shots. He is on the defensive, and the points are racking up here for Ilya Kireev. Not really ever let Nikita Yashin in the fight since that first round when he clipped him with the left cross. Nice jab. And again, as soon as he lands the shots, as soon as they go out of distance, he moves back in, puts the arm out, gets his distance lined up, head kick. Swinging for a shot, he's trying here, Nikita Yashin. But his corner will be screaming the instructions to just look for a finish, try to get a finish. We've seen he can do damage with that left cross. He needs to throw, he needs to go for broke. 10 seconds left, third and final round. Dominant performance here from Ilya Kireev. Can Nikita Yashin use that power? Can he get the finish? They're going to finish on the feet, I believe. Spinning back kick, or spinning hook kick, should I say, from Ilya Kireev. Finishes the fight, and for me, finishes a dominant performance where the man from Russia moves to 5 wins and no defeats. An exceptional record for this middleweight as he looks to add a decision win to his TKOs and the 2 Anaconda choke finishes we've seen. Much more work in his third fight here on MMA Series than the first 2. But a good opportunity for us to see exactly what he's got.
Дамы и господа, в данном поединке победу одержал боец из красного угла. Единогласным решением судей Ilya Kireev.
They've got a good dominant performance and a good win for Ilya Kireev.
Ilya, a few words.
Назовем этот поединок выверенно тактическим.
It was a very tactical fight for you.
Почему сейчас так получилось?
Tell us about that.
Как бы все равно хотел, да, досрочно закончить, но
I
ждал борьбу
wanted
от него,
to
потому что как бы
make a
все
KO.
его бои проходили именно в таком ритме то, что он переводил. И как
But
бы
I saw a few fights of my
не
opponent,
дорабатывал,
and
да,
he
потому что
was
боялся борьбы.
always fighting on the
После
ground.
первого раунда ждал, что во втором будет проходить,
I was
после
waiting for
второго
his
раунда ждал, что в
takedowns
третьем будет проходить, но в итоге как бы
in the
всё
first,
победили.
second, and
Поэтому
third
так,
round. I was waiting for
стараться
it,
более зрелищно финишировать досрочно.
but
В
I
следующий раз.
didn't get it.
Это твоя 5-я победа. Какие планы у тебя на будущее?
It's the fifth win.
Четвертый бой за год.
What are your future
Есть
plans?
определенные болячки,
I have a few
и снова в бой.
Восстанавливайся.
a few injuries.
Снова. Спасибо.
I hope to get well, get back on well, and after that I'm gonna fight.
Middleweight contest here between Nikita Yashin of Russia and Ilya Kireev. Kireev came into the fight unbeaten, coming off 2 quick submission wins, but he was caught early by the power of Nikita Yashin, who dropped him to the floor with that long straight left from the southpaw stance. But from there on, Kireev came back. It seemed to switch him on, and his distancing and striking really controlled the fight. We saw the spinning back kicks, we saw the side kicks, and the long punches as he used the left hand to range find, distance, and set up spinning kicks, punches, high kicks. There we see he didn't have it all his own way as Yashin comes back with a kick of his own, and he did work that left cross. However, the dominance over 3 rounds was all from Ilya Kireev. There we see the strikes going in, and the story of the fight was Nikita Yashin backed up against the fence and eating strikes.